Oh, look who it is. Ah, His Lordship Katsu sent you, did he? I take it you're up to speed. The new man from the Shogunate is a real piece of work. He's conspired with the supplier to hike up the price of lumber. Now, all the carpenters in town are worried they won't be able to work. As a firefighter, I can't let this go unchecked. When the house burns down, my job isn't over till it's been rebuilt. If only I can smack some sense into those boys. But we can't be seen doing that. No. This job requires subtlety. And besides, all my strapping young men are in Katsu's care now. Of course, if you would lend us your skills, we could get this done in no time. I owe you one. And I'm sure Katsu's spoiling for a good dust-up himself about now. You know, way back when, he'd get into fights at the drop of a hat. His father had a nasty temper too. Suppose the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. But his lordship has his title to worry about now. He can't just do as he pleases anymore. Anyway, our government man is supposedly conducting some furtive talks close by. Can you go right away? Thanks. I know you can handle yourself, but please be careful.
Here!
No one sees us and lives! Deal with it!
I'm sorry. I'm begging you. Spare my life.
Hey!
You're back. And Lord Katsu wasn't able to resist showing up. But it seems you didn't leave any work for him.
Nonsense. I knew our friend here would take care of everything. I can't be drawing my sword over every petty squabble now, can I? Thanks for taking care of this. So, did you find the evidence we were looking for? Good work. All we need to do now is bring this to the Commissioner, and he'll take care of the rest. Don't tell me you killed him. You've gone a little too far. Let the punishment fit the crime. He didn't deserve to die. Besides, I wanted him for questioning. Look, this is no longer an age where everything can be settled by the sword. Think about the consequences before you resort to violence.
Well, well. You've certainly come a long way, your lordship. Still, let this one go, will you? They're the ones who drew first, after all.
Well, what's done is done. You did well for what it's worth. Here's the reward I promised.
Now the carpenters should be able to get back to work. Just you wait. They'll have those burnt-down houses rebuilt in no time.
Ah, that's good to hear. I can't bear seeing my beloved hometown in this state. Right. It's time I got going. Don't worry, though. I have plenty more work for you.
Help! Somebody! Anybody! You'll help me, will you? It's my minder. He's in terrible danger. I was out looking for customers last night when I saw some unsavory types. They were disposing of a samurai's body in the moat. And in my shock, I let out a cry. I fled as fast as I could to my minder, who hid me under the floor. But when the villains couldn't find me, they took him instead. Please save him. I beg you. Save my minder. Oh, thank you so much. He was taken to the back streets of the Pleasure District. Please hurry before it's too late.
Out with it. Where's the girl? Tell us the truth, and we'll spare this life.
Thank you. Those thugs run this town like it's their own playground. And they'll keep harassing us till you take out their boss. So I'm begging you, help us, please. They hold court at the big estate out by the rice fields to the north. You go ahead. I'll follow close behind.
You're alone too, are you? It's been quite a day for a fearless guest. You've come for this lot, is that it? Right. Look here, you seem reasonable. How about we make a deal, you and I? I'll pay you if you leave quietly and forget that you saw anything. So, you're not willing to negotiate? In that case, I hope you're prepared to die!
Sure ain't. You did it. I really can't thank you enough.
Thank you. Really, Edo is too much. You'd best set up in some other town. But I'll let the others know you helped me. Goodbye.
Ah, you came. Thanks to your efforts, I've received a fine piece of Satsuma pottery. It should fetch a high price overseas. At any rate, I was hoping to exhibit an ukiyo-e print and its woodblock at the upcoming international exhibition. As it happens, I found a collector who owns a masterpiece of the genre. After some negotiating, he agreed to lend it to me, if I did a certain job for him. Can I count on your help? The collector is a very wealthy man, so I'm sure we'll be duly rewarded. Oh, most certainly. A single ukiyo-e print brings together a host of refined techniques masterfully honed by artists, carvers, and printers. Which is why I want to pair it with its woodblock to show our printmaking process. I'm sure it will be a big hit. That's the spirit. Besides, the collector is presently right here in Edo. Let me take you to him. Shall we be on our way? Ukiyo-e can be cheaply manufactured. You just need the original woodblock. That's why it's popular among the masses. The piece we're borrowing is by a famous artist named Hokusai Katsushika. The owner is a great admirer of his works. We've arrived.
I wondered who it might be, but I wasn't expecting you. So, you're not entirely an enemy of the state, I see. Before you ask, I haven't seen your samurai friend. I don't know anything more, so let's not waste our time. Oh. By the look on your face, I dare say it wasn't the most heartwarming of reunions.
Oh, you know each other? Excellent. Then let us get straight to business. We will take on that job you mentioned if you'll kindly lend me the woodblock.
Ah, yes. It is my hope that it makes waves at the International Exposition. Unfortunately, there's talk that someone is trying to steal it. I will not stand idly by and wait for these ruthless scoundrels to take my property. And that's where you come in.
To root out some thieves? I agree. We mustn't leave such men to their own devices. In fact, I'd be more than happy to oblige.
By all means. I'd never work for free, and likewise expect the same of you.
In any case, the first thing we need to do is lure the rats into the open, then nab them. Naturally, we mustn't let any harm come to the Consul General. Therefore, as soon as the thieves show up, we should whisk Mr. Harris to safety. Well then, let us get ourselves ready. That's a hoaxie for you. Even the wood block is magnificent. I can already imagine exhibition goers marveling at the exhibit.
With this, my acclaim shall flourish. You've done exceptionally. Please, leave the rest to me.
This way.
Oh, they're here! The thieves!
Quickly, to the consul.
What the? Damn it! He's a trap! Sorry, boss. You'll have to finish it.
It sounds like they have accomplices. We need to get to the consul at once.
I couldn't stop them. They've taken the woodblock.
I'll tend to the consul. You go after the thieves.
Stubborn bastard. I'm not giving this up. All right, you lot. Fan out and deal with that.
Come, let's take care of these crooks.
Just one measly wood. Surely that rich foreigner can spare.
When you say things like that, you're even less inclined to give it up.
I had to come see for myself. Splendid work, the both of you.
All right, you're coming with me to the commissioner's office. But first, tell me one thing. Why were you so anxious to get your hands on these woodblock?
Hokusai's bold compositions are said to capture the true essence of the ukiyo-e art form. Surely, there are collectors who'd pay anything to own one.
I can see that you are not some simple outlaw. Tell me, have you ever worked as a merchant before?
I have. It was my former occupation, but I've since fallen on hard times, as you no doubt can see. Now, I have neither status nor money. Therefore, It was my intention to steal the print and gain a second lease on life.
I can understand the desire to covet that which all the world deems a masterpiece. But I'm afraid that thievery will get you nowhere. Now that Japan has opened its doors to the world, we can expect there to be many changes in the way we do business here. International trade will serve as an opportunity to greatly enrich our nation. But to make the best of it, we'll need the support of merchants like yourself. As a vassal of the shogunate, I vow to remake Japanese commerce for a new age. And I hope you'll contribute too. By honest means, of course.
I'll consider it. But you better not be paying me mere lip service.
That's the end of that business, I suppose. Here, a bit more than I promised. May it help you find your samurai friend.
Settle it up, business! Now you're going to pay!
How are you? Been well? Well, I can see that you worked hard on this. Is there anything else I can get you? Be sure to drop by again.
What is it? And what would that be? Ah, so you remember what I said at the British legation? I only wish the answer was so simple. When I'm sure you people are nothing but savages, you reveal a refinement in the most unexpected of places. Whatever it is certainly English do not have it. It seems clear that you are no ordinary people. That is all I can state with certainty. Very well. Goodbye.
Ah! I'm glad... Amazing! Really? Oh! It looks like you have quite the collection. Good work. If you want me to improve this, I'll need more reading material. I have a hunger.
So you have decided to help, I see. I just saw some American troops marching straight into the garden. Something about this isn't right. I hope Mr. Fortune is safe. Please, go inside and check on him. Lemons are fruits, native to the West. According to Dr. Narasaki, a curative drink can be mixed from lemon juice, water, sugar, and salt. Cholera kills its victims through severe dehydration. Supposedly, this lemon concoction helps prevent the process. If he could produce it, we could save lives. A good friend of my father, Philip Franz von Siebold. He's a Scotsman who travels the world collecting plants. He just so happens to be in Japan and is staying in these gardens. Thank you. You be careful, won't you?
You're dead!
Don't rush. Take your time. Is that all? Thanks. Don't rush. Take your time. I wonder how you use... Thanks for your patronage.
How much has been revealed? Only the body can yield the answer. Don't get in my way. You're done! You're determined to interfere. Where are my arms? Playtime is over. If I die, our cause would be... I can't afford to fall here.
Who are you? Why don't we talk over there? You got rid of that woman for me, I see. You have my deepest gratitude. To be honest, I'm not all that sure myself. I suspect she was trying to steal rare plants. Yes, my name is Robert Fortune. Now, I simply must repay you in some way. What do you say? If that's what you want, I will do it. But what precisely do you envisage me doing? Are you an acquaintance of hers? I will give her all she needs. I am growing lemons as a means of preventing scurvy. I shall box up all I have and send them to her. If that does not suffice, kindly let me know. I am a collector of plants of all description. If ever you come across an interesting specimen, bring it to me, won't you? I can appraise them, cultivate them, whatever I might be able to do to help.
Well? Was Mr. Fortune safe and well? So, all went swimmingly, it seems. I shall be able to prepare a drink for those suffering from cholera. And it's all thanks to you. You have my thanks. My patients may require your assistance again. I'm counting on you when the time comes. Thank you very much for the other day. I was just saying I acquired some lemons recently. A gift from Mr. Fortune. Thanks to him, I was able to give some lemon juice to my patients.
A spot of lemon juice isn't going to cure their cholera. It restores some of the waters they've lost, nothing more.
Right. Finding a cure is still our highest priority, and I've been searching high and low for any leads at all. But so far... I am, as much as I hate to admit it. We simply don't have enough data. If I could just get my hands on some Western medical texts, I might learn something new.
In that case, why not try our luck at the British Legation?
What? Why there?
Audio, you can't be suggesting...
Okay, technically we'd be stealing. But do we have a choice? Dr. Ine seems prepared to do what it takes.
So I heard some rumors while I was locked up. Something about the Shogunate official with a collection of books seized from the Westerners.
And all of those seized texts are at the British Legation, since they keep all seized goods there. Even though they're still rebuilding from that fire.
The British Legation? I can't imagine requesting the text officially would work either. Well, if this is the only hope we've got, then I'm in. How about you? Will you help us? I am grateful, and I will repay you. Now, shall we be on our way? I know, it's a lot to ask. But please try to avoid bloodshed. I don't want anyone to get hurt. Some manner of medicine. Let's take it back for Dr. Narasaki to examine. That's no medical book I've ever seen before. I dare to hope it contains useful information. The plant in this illustration. A note from somewhere. It could well be connected to a cholera treatment. I'm curious what else there might be. But this is plenty for now. Come, let's get out of here.
Can't say I'm impressed with your thieving skills.
Ah, I was just thinking I could use some entertainment. I'm so bored I nearly dozed off a minute ago.
Guards. They must have been watching us all along. All right. Please, be careful.
Check you out.
Think you can take us on all by yourself? I'm impressed.
Works for me. Do me a favor, and at least put up a good fight.
I hadn't done that.
Prepare yourself.
Never imagined that poison like this. Take this!
What is smoke? Pretty good. Why is it all the more satisfying?
I was really rather worried for a moment back there. But it looks like we've made some progress at last. Thank you for avoiding unnecessary bloodshed. I knew I was right to place my trust in you. It isn't much, but here. A token of my appreciation.
Damn fools, the two of you. A doctor running around nearly getting herself killed. What has the world come to? Oh, right. I took a closer look at what the two of you brought back. I think it might be cinchona bark. An effective natural remedy for fever.
You can use cinchona bark to create something called quinine. I've heard quinine can keep some of the symptoms of cholera under control. I was at a complete loss before. But I think this is our way forward. We have to try it.
Quinine is a potent medicine, but that makes it all the more dangerous. If we are not careful, our patients will only suffer more.
Then we just have to make sure we're careful. If there's the slightest hope of lessening their pain, we have to seize the opportunity. The books we brought back will likely have information we can use. I'm sure there's something we can do.
Let me assist you, Dr. Ine. I've never seen medical documents like these, ever. Certainly not in Japan. My father and I will do whatever it takes to get through them.
Thank you. Both of you. I hope I can count on your help, too. It might make all the difference in saving another life.
What's going on with you today? I shouldn't have. Oh? Obviously. We had a hard time putting food on the table. My little sister nearly ended up in the pressure district. I realized what was happening and went to get her. I yelled, "If you're going to kill us, do it fast!" Which shocked them, gave us a chance to escape. I wish I could say that was the worst that happened. Let's just say I'm glad Father's back. And I have you to thank for that. So thank you. That's a rather difficult question. I suppose he's a bit socially inept. He can be a little brusque when he speaks, even to those being kind to him. I'm afraid that extends to his patients, too. I wonder if he just doesn't want others to know how he really feels. A pity, because he might be the most caring man I know. Huh? See you.
Been looking after you. Do I look like I have the time for chit-chat? You've done me. There's a trove of knowledge to be found in the West. The first time I saw for myself what they'd accomplished, I realized how little I really knew. Aside from cholera, there are a lot of illnesses our medicine can't cure. If we don't learn what we can from the West, our country is all but doomed. It's simple. If we want to save lives, we shouldn't be dwelling on what divides our countries. Not that I'm endorsing the Red Demon's methods. Throwing me in jail for the most tenuous of connections to the expulsionists. It makes my blood boil. If you need to go, then go.
Oh. What about? Oh. What is it? Oh, I'm not sure I can answer that question. Even in my earliest memories, he'd already been forced out of the country. So I don't remember anything about him. Nor have I ever particularly missed him. When I grew older and studied medicine, I began to respect him. But as a doctor, not a father. Traditional medicine has helped many people over the years, but we mustn't deny that there are many diseases we will need Western medicine to cure. I'm not saying Western medicine is perfect, of course. Each school of medicine has its own strengths and weaknesses. But that's precisely why we need the East and West to come together. If we could share our knowledge, imagine how many more lives we could save. Good timing. I was just looking for you. There's something I wanted to tell you. I just wanted to thank you for always being so helpful. You've helped me more than you know. Well, that's all I wanted to say, really. Do you have anything you want to tell me? I don't need your help right now, but I appreciate the sentiment. Looking after these patients is my duty, after all. No one else's. You know, plenty of lives have been sacrificed in the West, all in the name of medical advancement. I owe it to every one of those lives to give my duty everything I have. And when I see the way you continue to fight, I am glad you appear to feel the same way about yours. Come see me again, if you'd like. Oh, and let me know if I can ever be of help to you. I've got to return the favor, after all. Just don't go asking me to kill anybody. Hello. I apologize for the endless stream of requests, but I'm afraid I have another favor to ask. Remember when I told you about quinine? I've been pouring through medical texts since then, and I've all but confirmed that quinine will help to ease our cholera patients' suffering. It won't prevent cholera itself, unfortunately. But easing the patient's pain is something at least. And so I find myself in need of more quinine. I've looked around, but haven't had any luck. You're right. That would certainly guarantee our supply. But while we wait for the trees to grow, our patients will continue to suffer. Time is of the essence, I'm afraid. That's where the favor comes in. I've heard rumors of a merchant selling cinchona bark by the river, near Mifunakura. It sounds a little bit fishy, to be honest. But we have to take a chance. Would you be willing to look for the merchant for me? Thank you. Again. I'm counting on you.
Medicine that cures everything? Even if such a thing existed, what do we find to not be able to afford?
They say some unsavory have been frequenting that store. I don't know what's going on in there, but best give it a wide berth.
Oh, it's you. Of all the places to run into each other. Quite the contrary. I am looking for a seedy apothecary. Someone here has been selling medicines of questionable quality lately. Let me guess. You're looking for the same person. I hear you've been frequenting the medical school lately. Something to do with that, I suppose? I see. In that case, shall we combine our efforts and start searching then? There are a lot of no-good types in search of trouble around here. I'd feel a lot better if you were with me. I appreciate your company. Off we go. Strike while the iron is hot and all that. From here, I think it would be best to swim. A little extra exertion to avoid unnecessary commotion.
What's brought you to all the way to a place like this? You must be in the market for a certain something.
We're looking for some cinchona bark.
You're a lucky man. I just got my hands on some top quality bark this very morning. This is the good stuff, you know. Don't know if I'll ever see bark this fine again. Well, surely you're not going to pass up on this steal.
Indeed. Could I also take a look at your product first?
Of course, of course. Look all you want.
Ah, I see. This is a fake. A good one, but the color and texture give it away.
Huh? Not buying then? Bah, your loss. This is no ordinary cinchona bark, see? Specially grown. Makes a much stronger medicine than the usual stuff. What? You're as crooked as I am. Oi, get in here! Give our patrons a taste of our hospitality. Where are you? You haven't seen any yet.
No need to go too far. Just come there, will you? That takes care of that, I suppose. I'll turn this crook into the authorities. But that doesn't change the fact that the bark was fake. I'm sure your friends at the medical school will be disappointed. I'd like to drop by the medical school myself later. If you're headed back that way, make sure to tell everyone what we learned here today.
Well, did you get the cinchona bark?
I suppose that would have been too good to be true. Well, I can't say I'm all that surprised.
Thank you. But I'm fine. I didn't have very high hopes in the first place. Frankly, this has made me reconsider a few things.
Ah, everyone's here. All went smoothly turning in that crooked apothecary. Listen, if you're in great need of quinine, I can talk to someone in charge. If they hear how badly things stand, I'm sure they'd lend you some funds.
Thank you. But there are better uses for that money than acquiring quinine. We should use it to improve the upkeep of the medical school and the town. During the course of my research, I found that the spread of cholera can be prevented if we just keep our environment clean. For now, I think that should be our highest priority, even as we keep searching for a cure.
I see. While in America, I heard a theory that disease is actually caused by minuscule organisms that thrive in unclean environments. So perhaps the best strategy would be to keep them from proliferating. I'll inform the higher-ups of your proposal at once. Please excuse me.
Better to treat the cause than the symptoms, you say. Never thought I'd hear that coming from you, of all people.
Stop being so contrary, Faza. Just say it nicely, like you've really matured, Ine. I'm so proud of you.
Well, if anyone's helped me earn Dr. Narasaki's esteem, it's this person right here. You've been of such great assistance to me. I must thank you again. Thanks. I'm glad I can keep counting on you.
How do you do? Hello there. You know, I realize I've asked plenty of you in the past, but there's a certain matter I'd rather like your help with. It's a bit of a sensitive matter, if you know what I mean. That is to say, I've fallen in love with someone at first sight. I have to woo this wonderful woman. Do you think you could help me? Oh, thank you. Well, her beauty escapes words. Frankly, I've only seen her from afar a few times, but she has already won my heart. I just need a good way to approach her. I'm afraid I'm far more familiar with handling plants than I am women. Yes. Surely nobody takes offense at receiving a gift. But, what should I give her? A good question. Aha! I've got it! What if I gave her a beautiful flower? An appropriate gesture, given my interests, is it not? Then it's settled. In fact, just the other day, I spotted a remarkable bloom in the forest near Ichigaya Hachiman. A beauty befitting my beauty. Ah, but I don't want to risk being attacked again. I hate to ask, but do you think you could retrieve the flower for me?